Hello, hello, hello. It's coffee time. The time of the day where we check out the Daily Mail website to see what's in the news. Um, part part two, day two of Kate Photoshop fail watch. How William took the Mother's Day photo in just 40 minutes before she edited it to make it the best it can be. Um, Again, this is a thing because there's all these conspiracy theories that have sprung up around the picture that was taken by William of Kate, the Prince and Princess of Wales. And yeah, he took it in a 40-minute window on Friday before she edited it in Photoshop to make it the best. Again, she's probably just getting rid of all the creases and snot stains. And everyone went crazy. Everyone went crazy. But yeah, it was just to celebrate Mother's Day, and it's just, again, it's just such an utterly non-story that this is the thing. This is the thing. Oh, here you go. Now fishy news. Do you shop at Fortnum and Mason at Harrods? Oh, I reckon all my viewers toddle along there, don't they, to buy their salmon. Well, if you do, you better watch out because there's an investigation going on. Yeah, the food halls at Harrods and Fortnum and Mason are again famous for their quality products, and kings and queens of the world, and rich Arabs and oligarchs have bought their weekly shop there. Like we go to Sainsbury's, they go to Arrods, and at Arrods, drop the H. But they reckon that the salmon isn't what you think it is. Yeah, the salmon there comes in at £35 a kilo. Blimey, that's expensive. That's expensive. And it's called the Secret Smokehouse Salmon. Comes in as much as £75 a kilo. Right? So very, very expensive. But yeah, the group Scammon, I like what they've done there. Scammon Scotland found a label planted on the ice alongside the fresh salmon that Stakes Arrows identified them as being caught in the Faroe Islands. In fact, this was not a wild salmon caught by a fisherman using rod and line, but it was fished out of a salmon cage moored in the sea, which some critics call factory farming. So it's not wild salmon. It's yeah. And here's a picture of Harrods. Jimbo and Mohammed Al Fayed used to have it. I like that. I remember those days. I got the big balls, he'd say. I got the big balls. That's me doing an impression of Mohammed Al Fayed. And he wondered why we never gave him citizenship. And yeah, here's a look at Fortnum and Mason. So yeah, if you've bought any salmon at either of those establishments recently, it could be that the wild salmon you bought isn't wild enough, but it might make you not wild but irate. Oh, that's fantastic, fantastic. A spokesman said this was raised with the Harrods food team and the fish was immediately relabelled. The intention was never to mislead, and the label has now been amended to confirm the fish is farmed and sourced from the Faroe Islands. So there you go. First world problems, man. First world problems. What else have we got? Oh, here's a story for you. Oh God, talk about live this story. Rebecca Riley, 28. She was arrested in front of other parents at her brother's school after teachers accused her of punching her sibling. Yeah. She was handcuffed and taken away from Ravensworth Primary in Bromley, South East London by police after restraining her autistic 9-year-old brother, John, in a way she'd been taught. But teachers has accused Miss Riley of punching her sibling in the face as she dropped off at school at 10 a.m. and by 3:30 p.m. when she returned to collect him, police were there to arrest her. And here she is. And again, if you have an autistic child in your family, you are probably going, oh, because some of the meltdowns can be volcanic. Miss Riley, who has 8 brothers and sisters, insisted that John had not wanted to go to school that morning and had been hitting her, so she hugged him tightly and stroked him in a way it worked to calm down. Again, this is there is a restraint method where you kind of like bear hug them, and you kind of overwhelm their senses and do a lot of, I used to stroke Herb's earlobe. That was one of my ways of calming him, and she did this to calm him down. But police later reviewed CCTV footage and dropped the case due to insufficient evidence on the 11th of June 2023, 2 days after her arrest, while Miss Riley was still on bail at her friend's house. And here she is with her brother. And yeah, talk about go through it. She said, "I still feel angry about this. That day was a nightmare. John was totally traumatised by it, and so was I, and so was her mum. When they arrested me, there were loads of parents." Shut up. Pop-up ads. They make noisy pop-up ads now. When they arrested me, there were loads of parents there because of the clubs and schools, and it was horrible. I got death threats from parents, and I was horribly bullied because of this. It made my life really difficult. I don't like to go out alone because of this now. I can't believe they put me through all of that because of a silly accusation that wasn't true. And she wants a public apology from the school, but the school has refused. Yeah, she stayed at her friend's house, and she was too worried to going home because of what people thought of her in a local community. And John is now being schooled at home after the incident. I can imagine he probably doesn't want to go in. He is with his sister. So, yeah, not a good look. Again, and this is the school in question. Don't send your kids there if they're neurodivergent. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't been arrested several times over, to be honest. That's just because I'm a bastard. Remember, never trust a bald man. Meanwhile, there's political news. This is a story. Tory backer Frank Hester. I don't know who he is. Have we got a picture of him? Here he is. He's a big donor of the Tories, but he's been slammed. He's been slammed because his comment is quite appalling. He said he went on a bit of a rant where he said when he saw Labour MP Diane Abbott, it made him want to hate all black people, and they should be shot. It's like, bloody hell. Yeah, this was back. This diatribe goes back to 2019, and him and his firm have donated 10 million quid to the Tories. And yeah, it's a bit of a thing to come out with. It's not a good thing. Not a good look. And yeah, so he doesn't like Diane Abbott, and here is Diane Abbott. Again, she's not everybody's favourite MP, but she's been in Parliament a long time, and you got to remember she has suffered in the past. Remember, she was the sexual plaything of Jeremy Corbyn, so come on, she has suffered. She'll let it go, shouldn't you? You can kind of understand the way she is. If she had the wizened face of Jeremy Corbyn, it's like having cat weasel service, isn't it? Even when he was a young man, he had a bit of the cat weasel about him. Yeah, you must have heard the story, right? Excitedly, Corbyn, this is when he was a younger man, gathers his friends and said, come and see. So they rush to his flat to see what he doesn't tell them. And he opens the door, and there's Diane Abbott lying in his bed, obviously naked, covered by a sheet, I imagine. Maybe she wasn't, maybe everything was out. And he was bragging about his latest conquest to Labour members. That's all you need to know about Jeremy Corbyn, really. So, like I said, poor Diane Abbott suffered enough. She suffered. She spent her younger years pleasing Jeremy Corbyn sexually, and I've put the missus right off of a lunch with that thought, and probably many of you are too. You're probably all a bit sick in your mouth at the thought of Jeremy Corbyn going down on Diane Abbott. Good news, everybody! Andrew Tate and his brother have been arrested. Oh, isn't that a shame? Apparently, they've got some pictures of him here. Again, for those of you who don't know, Andrew Tate is the controversial influencer who fleeces vulnerable men from their money by promising them ways to make themselves more popular with women. I can do that. Do you know? What you do is I'll teach you to crack a few jokes and how to cook, and every woman drop their knickers at that. It's all I've got going for me. Nothing else. And but he doesn't. He has all these courses, online courses, and you can go and be an alpha male or whatever it is. But a few days in prison, and he hasn't got his razor with him. Oh, he's really here he is. Oh look, he's not too happy. He's not too happy. But what I love about the story of Andrew Tate, right, is he's hated by I guess the left and adored by the right, but the left never mention his mixed race heritage. They never mention that. They never mentioned that his dad was black. Not that's a problem, but you'd think that he might get a little bit of a pass because he's a minority, wouldn't you? But they never mentioned that, him and his brother. Was it from? Oh God, isn't it Luton? I think they're from. Again, I don't agree with what he says and does, but as long as he acts within the law, I suppose. But this extradition relates back to accusations that go back. Oh God, last decade, was it 2012, 2015-ish? Because we watched a documentary about it on Channel 4, I think it was, about these women that accused him of being a bit of an unsavoury type in the bedroom. If you know what I mean, say that. So I don't get demonetised. YouTube got a new trick now. They don't demonetise the live stream instantly. They leave it a few hours until like when I'm asleep in bed of a night, and then in the morning, then it's demonetised. Then I have to appeal again. That's sneaky, YouTube. That's sneaky. I've got my eyes on you. So yeah, he's. They reckon him and his brother were going to flee Romania, because that's where he is at the moment. That's where he moved his base to, and he runs like a webcam operation, because it's all about that. It's all about the lolly, isn't it? And yeah, the UK authorities have issued a warrant for his extradition, so that should be interesting, because they kind of fudged the case back in the day. They didn't take the women's accusations seriously. That's what that documentary said. So yeah, there you go. It's that'd be nice for him, wouldn't it? But he'll say it's the Matrix. I don't think he's seen the Matrix. I really don't think he has, because he knows that if you're in the Matrix, you don't behave like that. What else have we got? Walking 15,000 steps a week could add 3 years to your life. Well, considering I do close to that a day, I'm going to live forever, motherfuckers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is a documentary we watched last night. You should go and watch it. It's called Accused: The Hampstead Hoax. And this is some footage from it. It's about a load of innocent parents in Hampstead who were accused of being part of a satanic sex cult ring with children, all because the mother who accused, put all these accusations out, was going through a very fractious custody battle, and it caused a load of loonies to descend upon Hampstead and accuse the local vicar and everyone of eating babies and stuff. Go and watch it. It's absolutely bonkers. And And even when these loons, and again, it's a real insight into the mindset of the internet fanatic, the kind of the internet stalker that you get. Because even when they're presented with the truth, with the evidence, because the kids who made the accusations came out later and said, no, we were forced to do it by the partner of the mother, who's again a very, very bad man. He's had a history of doing this before. Oh, they won't believe it. Oh no, I can't believe it. So yeah, it's a fascinating documentary, and I'd heard about the case a while back, but yeah, it was quite frightening. A frightening thing. Right, here we go. This is a new story close to my heart. If you get to a certain age, you'll suddenly discover that as soon as the winter comes in, that your bladder is the size of a walnut, and 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 this is the story of the various fines that have been issued to people relieving themselves at the side of the road. Yeah, a council has been criticised for issuing a fine to a man with a weakened prostate who relieved himself in a lay-by. Has handed out hundreds of penalties for the same offence on the road. Yeah, the policy emerged after Dacorum Borough Council. Who? Where is that? Where is that? Is that in Hertfordshire? Oh, okay. Slapped a driver with an £88 fixed penalty notice when he stopped on the A41 near Kings Langley in Hertfordshire. Official figures are now revealed that astonishing 98% of its 766 fines for public urination last year related to lay-bys on the same dual carriageway. So you can't even stop, right, for an outdoor wee. I mean, they treat us like animals. I don't know if you've noticed. Again, when I were a lad, there were a lot of public toilets around, and they'd be serviced. There'd be people there taking care of these things. But when they cut public spending, the public toilets were the first thing to go, and all the public toilets are gone. And again, so what did you do? You used to nip in a pub and go, and you got to buy a pint. Then you stop for a pint, and then that leads to another pint. And next thing you know, it kind of negated the point of going in the pub in the first place. But then all the pubs closed down. So this is it. And yeah, this is Michael Mason. He's 69. He urinated in a lay-by. Remember, never trust a bald man. And he was threatened with a fine of up to £2,500. But he had it overturned after spending £30, not a penny. He didn't spend a penny. He did that in a lay-by, on a letter from his GP confirming that he had a prostate condition. But this affects a lot of people. But yeah, the council claims it's cracking down on unpleasant behaviour, which it says is a form of littering. But legal experts have questioned the definition, and critics have accused it of using drivers as cash cows. Absolutely. Tony Leach, 73, recently stopped to spend a penny after setting off from Bayston in Kent to attend his granddaughter's 18th birthday. So when he finished, he found an official recording him. That's voyeurism. I chose a spot that was unlikely to cause an offence to anyone, he told the BBC. But when I turned around, there was a guy right behind me who said I was on camera, and he was issuing me with a fixed penalty notice for an apparent breach of the Environmental Protection Act. I was pretty cheesed off. Again, Mr. Leach had a prostate condition and said he was in desperate need to relieve himself after 2 hours on the road. And yeah, so there you go. Don't have a whistle outdoors, because you never know who's watching. I'm sure it's voyeurism. But yeah, I mean, even take the simplest pleasures in life away from you, isn't it? There's nothing finer than an outdoor wee. Just me then. Just me. I always make sure I go before I leave the house, even if I don't. Just go. It's just got to do. It's what you do. You've got to do it now. Otherwise, slap you with a fine. Wow, here's a story. I'm going to Cambridge, and here we go. Here's an estate, and that's what it looks like now. Yeah, now you see it. No, you don't. And that is a place called Darwin Green, and it's nothing but a pile of rubble. The developers, Barratt David Wilson Homes, Cambridgeshire, admitted last year that the houses need to be demolished and rebuilt because of foundation issues, and it's cost of £40 million. And demolition work has taken place over the last 8 weeks. Now there's a big empty space. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Here we go. In a and bears shit in the woods news. This month, again, this is only for the UK. This month you'll be getting your council tax bill for the year, and it's probably gone up in some areas. I mean, which should be around 5%, but some it's gone up even higher. And the councillors who make these decisions, many of them have been voting themselves hikes of up to 35% in allowances. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? East Hants District Council decided to increase its basic allowance from £5,200 to £7,000 from next month, saying it will boost diversity. Well, they want more poor people to become councillors. Meanwhile, Tory-run Harrow Borough Council has signed off a 26% hike in the basic allowance, raising that to £11,388. It's not bad, isn't it? Be a councillor. Nottingham City Council, which has declared itself effectively bankrupt and is increasing its council tax by 10%, as well as making sweeping cuts. There's always sweeping cuts. Is pushing up its allowance by 7% to £13,966. That's good, isn't it? And here is the leader of Nottingham City Council, David Mellon, who pushed through these. I mean, he enjoys a pie, doesn't he? Isn't it? He's well fed. Anyway, don't worry, we're all fucked. Right. Oh, there you go. Donald Trump. Who remembers Donald Trump, eh? I wonder what he's up to these days. I wonder what he's doing. Apparently, Donald Trump asked our Lord and Saviour Elon Musk, he's going to get us to Mars. And again, just in case if you forgot, that's what Trump looks like. I wonder what he's up to. He's been very quiet, isn't he, lately? And here's Elon Musk. Trump asked Elon Musk to buy his social media platform, Truth Social. Is it anyone on Truth Social? No, I'm not. Yeah, Trump asked him to buy Truth Social off of him. Yeah, this is reported by the Washington Post. And at the time, Trump Media was in the middle of a complicated and long-delayed merger process. There you go. Trump told Musk that he'd earned just $200 from the venture, and Musk ultimately turned down the request. There you go. So, if we have a whip round, we could buy Truth Social off of Donald Trump. What do you reckon? That'd be fun. Meanwhile, Alexei Navalny, his team are still in operation, and they've accused Putin, our mate Putin, who's an all-round good chap, right? An all-round good chap, a decent bloke. Well, anyway, they've accused him of killing 17 journalists and politicians and activists. 17 politicians, journalists and activists. There you go. How many of them do you know? Yeah. I remember Litvinenko. I remember him. He's the polonium tea fella. I remember that guy. That's how you deal with a problem in Russia, isn't it? You make it go away. Good news, everybody. There's a comet coming. Yeah, a really big comet. This comet is bigger than Mount Everest, right? And they reckon it's going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity. And the comet, known as Comet 12P Pons-Brooks, just rolls off the tongue. And it's been compared with the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars, apparently, because of it's got a pair of horns. I mean, okay, if you squint, I think it looks more like Pac-Man. No imagination, Pac-Man. But anyway, you're going to be able to see it with the naked eye in the coming weeks, I reckon. And here you go. This is what you got to do. You've got to look up in the sky, and it runs from the 25th, March 16th, April 5th. So we're right in the smack bang in the middle of its path. And you've got to look at the great square of Pegasus, and just look a little to the left, and then you'll see Comet 12P Pons-Brooks. A bit of astronomy news, not bad, is it? Oh, 11 signs of a narcissist. Oh, do you remember on YouTube when everyone was accusing everyone else of being a narcissist? Oh, I miss those days. I used to get accused of that all the time. It was so funny. But yeah, Scott Taylor, right? He's a top behavioural expert, has revealed how you can spot a narcissist. They've even got a little thing, right? So here we go. Fishes for compliments. I mean, come on. You've got to admit, I do a really good job with this. You know, isn't it? I mean, this is all live and unscripted. Come on, leave a compliment in the comment box below. Lacks empathy. I don't care. Self-centered. Well, you know, it's all about me. It's all about me. Jealous. I don't even know. Act jealous. Oh, that guy's got a better YouTube channel than me. Charismatic. Well, that's me, isn't it? Yeah. Gaslights. You don't know what you're talking about, and makes empty promises. I'm gonna do that analysis of Genesis lyrics one day. Honest, I promise. So as you can see, as I've proved that I am not a narcissist, and we can swiftly move on. There we go. Meanwhile, Liliana insists, I love my children, but they ruin my career. I hear exactly where you're coming from. I hear exactly where you're coming from. Again, she's the daughter of Keith Allen. Again, depending on which generation, she's the daughter of Keith Allen and sister to Alfie Allen. See, so if you're Game of Thrones fans, you'll think, oh, Alfie Allen is more famous than Lily Allen. If you're an old fuck like me, you know Keith Allen from the comic strip and whatnot. So there you go. Oh, this is J.K. Rowling news. Now, the other day, on the old twits, I love the twits. I love me some J.K. Rowling, rawhide. She had a falling out with Jonathan Willoughby. I'm sorry, I mean India Willoughby. Who complained because he's one of those fellas that, you know, likes to dress up as a lady. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But she misgendered him. Well, I don't even know what that means, because again, you got to believe in it. You got to believe. It's like, as an atheist, saying that I've committed blasphemy. I go, well, I don't believe. So blasphemy doesn't. It's like misgendering. It's like, well, I don't believe any of that stuff. So, you know, it's. But if you want to do that, that's fine. Get on with it. Just knock yourself out. But you're a bloke. You're still a bloke. That's my point. He's still a bloke. Adam's out on the big hands, mate. But anyway, Willoughby complained to Northumbria Police, and they logged an official non-hate hate incident. That's an NCHI. I still don't understand what that is. Non-crime hate incident. Non-crime. I don't get it. What is it? It's either it is or it isn't. You can and you can't. It isn't and you isn't. You can, you can't. It is and you isn't. But yeah, they reckon, even though it was recorded as a non-crime hate incident, right, right, that this is wrong because it doesn't meet the criminal threshold. Yeah. A Northumbria police spokesman said, while we recognise the upset this may have caused feelings, the post was reviewed and did not meet its criminal threshold. Ah, well, there you go. There we go. And so, and of course, this is millionaire or multi-millionaire authoress J.K. Rowling, Rawhide. And this is India Willoughby, who has got an Adam's apple and big hands. That's all I'm saying. You know, he used to be a newsreader. He used to be a presenter. He's got a son and everything. You know, that's some good going, that. But yeah, they had a little spat. Online. Because we live in strange times. But anyway, by here, Ms. Willoughby is available for any of you lucky lads out there that can't get a real woman. I'm going to hell. I'm so going to hell. What else have we got? Oh, it's a picture of Philip Schofield looking grumpy. Look at that. He's thinking, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for that pesky kid. Oh, I'm fucked. Wonder if the NDA's firm passed on that fella that he was stumping. That young intern, that runner. Oh no, my Daily Mail browser's gone weird. I'm looking for. Oh, how long have I done? I've done far too long. I've insulted far too many people. I've got to find an animal story. There must be an animal story somewhere. Is there an animal story? There we go. I found an animal story. That's good, isn't it? Meanwhile, monoliths. No, it's not the plotline to 2001: A Space Odyssey, but monoliths are appearing everywhere. And here we go. This is Hay on Wye in Wales, and they're saying it looks like a Toblerone bar. Oh, I've got that there. That's over that side. Sorry, down that way. Look there, that one there. Obviously, it must be a new Pink Floyd album coming out. You know, Hypnosis and Storm Thorgerson, God rest his soul. They're obviously planning for a photo shoot. It's obvious. Simple, isn't it? New Pink Floyd album. But yeah, there's it's on Hay Bluff. Yeah, in December the 12th, 2020, Luke Brown found one in Cornwall. There you go, look. There we go. It's good, isn't it? So we've got another one. This one was in Dartmoor, but that was removed by Dartmoor National Park. And this one was, yeah, let's see. So it's not Banksy written on it, someone's put on there. That was at Glastonbury. And there's one on the Compton in the Isle of Wight. There we go. So yeah, we've got another one. So it's the fifth one. Someone's having fun. Aren't they? Someone's having a lark. Kind of reminds you of crop circles. Meanwhile, we've got another outdoor wee story. If you're caught short, right, and you've got a medical condition, you'd think that staff of supermarkets would be, have empathy. But no, Christopher Porter Blake from Lancashire was diagnosed with a partially paralysed bowel in 2023 due to a spinal cord injury. Was revealed he was denied toilet access in the Cromwell Road Kensington Sainsbury's branch on Saturday. When he explained he had a medical condition and showed his Just Can't Wait card, toilet access card, which is given out on the NHS, he claims the managers told him that the toilets were staff only. And again, Christopher pointed out that there is a requirement in law to make a reasonable adjustment for disabled people. A response allegedly, oh dear, it's my daughter showing some pro-trans art at school there. It's everywhere. I saw this trans sign in the art corridor. It was next to the feminist signs. Oh, there you go. So, I get it from my daughter. I get it from my daughter. She's the one. She's the one. Yeah. So when he pointed out that you've got to make a provision if for the disabled, the manager's response was she said, "I don't care." And here is Christopher Porter Blake, the man with the issue, and here's his card, toilet access card. I want one of those. I'm going to get a fake one. And Sainsbury's have responded. Saying that the public toilets were closed. The college toilets are up three flights of stairs, and its policy customers are not allowed to use them due to health and safety concerns. But I'm sure there's a law. I'm sure there's a law that's been broken there, Right, where else have we got? Any more? So I'm just scrolling. Ignore it. Oh, wait a minute. I think that's my animal story. I've just seen a better animal story. Oh, we've got another whale story. Do you remember there was a run of these? Ow! Pain in my foot. Ouch. Louise Watson said the workman unearthed. Ow. Neuropathy pain. I'll be with you in a minute. Ow. That's a fucker, that one. It's in my left foot. Usually, when in my right, I can handle it, but in the left, it's a bit more tender. Workmen unearthed a 3-foot wide water reservoir beneath an old lean-to structure attached to a 130-year-old terrace, whilst building an extension in their kitchen in Dalton, in Furness, in Cumbria. And here's the family celebrating their well. And here it is. And that's what it looks like from inside. I sent the camera down to have a look at it. And it contains crystal clear water. Here's a better look from external look at it. And what they've done is they have made it a feature. Again, they've glazed it over. And there, you can see down into the crystal clear waters below. There we go. There's a story for you. So, animal story. Let's look at Fedja. He's a 4-year-old rescue cat, and he's become a viral sensation on Instagram after his owner, Natalia Zandova, began to share photographs of him. She's from Rostov-on-Don in Russia, and she found Fedja in her back garden in 2020 and was worried that he might not survive. But yeah, he's got a coordination disorder, which means he has trouble moving around. But 4 years on, Fedja is thriving and has 313,000 fans on Instagram. And he's got a bit of a unique look. Yeah, he's fed you the cross-eyed cat. There you go. And so everyone likes to see him and what he gets up to. There he is. He's certainly got a lot of character. And look, he's even got a little pillow of him there.
Lunch is ready.
Oh, I know. And he's wearing a tie. That was the missus telling me lunch is ready. It's soup. I'm having soup. There you go. So that's what I need to do. And no, there is no dog. So I can't do it. He's having a kip. And here he is with his owner, Natalia Zandova. So there we go. Shall we see if there's anybody in the chat room? Oh, dear. There's only 5 people in. Oh, I pissed everyone off. Payne's in, and he's just done a little vomit emoticon. Everyone says, hi there. He said, Clive said, we're going to have a Karen empty bottles to pee in, like the Amazon man. When in Rome, do as the Amazon man does. Neil's in. He says, hey, Darren, just to say your chats reviews keep me going at a bit of a tough time. That's why I do them, Neil. That's why I do them, because I ain't for the fucking money. I'm just waiting for some old codger to leave me all their guitars again, like Sir Alan Harwood did. I nearly called him Hard On again. I think that's how I endeared myself to him. I used to call him Alan Hard On. It's a joke. I'm going to hell, but I think he enjoyed it. But yeah, so if you've got anything you want to leave me in your will, bequeath me. I'm your man. But small things this time, small things, small valuable things. Andrew's in. He says, hi there. Good day to you too. Oh, my foot. And he said, it wasn't me. What, on the beach? I thought it was having a wee. I thought it was you having a wee, you know? And he says, dog can, she's not in the room at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to have to go because my foot is deciding that it wants to go solo, and we'll see you again soon. That was the news. I'll get it right. Sorry, it's me. Oh, Jesus, my foot. Killing the channel, one video at a time. That was the news. You know, you got to drink up. Sorry about the fudge at the end there. And Dr. Oz is late. I hope you got a note from your mother. Possibly see you tonight on the live stream. Ta-ta.